Everyone, my name is Vanny from Eyeful Glimpse, and today I'm going to be sharing a collective haul for all of my Pandora pre-loved pieces, which I purchased from, I would say, from August until now, the month of October. October is almost over, so I figured I would just go ahead and film this because I'm not sure if I'll get anything else this month. But one of the items was actually this box. It's one of the, the typical boxes which we get our bracelets from when we purchase them directly from Pandora. And this is actually, as you can tell, a nice dark green. This is from a Christmas release. I believe 2018. So 2018 it might have been. They were giving the bracelets and charms in this color, green with gold boxes. And the inside is actually really cute. It has a little thank you, like a little to and from note, I think. Let's see. Yeah, to and from with little ribbon. And this is just kind of where I've been storing all of my pre-loved pieces that I've purchased recently, just because I honestly have not had a chance to play with them. September was a super busy month, so as I got them, I just kept sticking them in this box. But let's get started. First up, it's actually one of the charms that I did put on a bracelet. It is this really old, retired, vintage dangle, and it's one of the Cabicon. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it, but it's the ones that are like just a little round stone and a very rounded like silver holder around it. So this is actually the black onyx one, as we can tell. And I got this more so for the meaning of this stone, the meaning that onyx has. So it's really nice. It's in pretty good condition. And honestly, I think I got it for like $10, to be honest. This was like one of like the first purchases from like what's in this whole little mix of things, and it's really nice. I know they have other stones that were like this, like a red one, orange, peachy ones. I have looked into them to see if I might like some, but sometimes what happens with natural stones from Pandora, the older they are, some of them are not in the greatest condition, and they've even gotten like a weird tone underneath the stone whenever it was used to actually stick the stone in place, I guess. But this is where it lives. It's actually on my T-bar bracelet, which is a pretty new addition to my collection. I got this during the promotion where if you spent the $125, you would get the free jewelry box. So that's when I got this, and I'm very happy with it. I love it. These two pieces actually come from the same seller on Poshmark. It was a person who just, I guess, was getting rid of all her Pandora. So I picked up first from her in the bundle a set of these Muranos. So we can see the Pandora, the ALE 925. These are super old school, super old retired pieces. They're kind of even maybe from before I even started collecting. And I say that they're maybe even from before I started collecting because I honestly never paid attention to these before. When I started collecting, they didn't have so many Muranos with texture. Everything was more smooth. So these, as we can see, definitely have texture. They have this little like a glass, so it's like a very faint, clear, light pink. And on top of that, it's this light pink too, but at the same time, it's more opaque. I think that's the correct way of using that term, opaque. And it starts in one spot, and it twirls around and around and around, and it makes about 3 ways around, and it ends right there. So they're both like that. Very beautiful. And honestly, they are in perfect condition. This is also a super old piece. This one is not in like the perfect condition. So as we can see, it is butterflies. It is enamel butterflies. And I say it's not in perfect condition because do you see how in this spot, this butterfly, you can see the antennas with the little lines and the dots? In most of the other places, it's been pretty beaten up where you can just see the little dots, not so much the antennas, but still it's a really cute charm and I don't see that many of them. And for the price, I figured, you know what, I'll just throw this into the bundle. Very cute. The enamel, however, that is pretty perfect condition. She also had another piece which I've been wanting for the longest of time. I've honestly been wanting this even since it was still in store and I just never picked it up for some reason. So it is this Christmas tree. It's nice and oxidized, and this star, it's kind of hard to tell. It's not picking up the color, but it's gold. So it is a two-tone piece. It is a golden star with really large details for the layers of the tree. And on the bottom, it's got the little X for like little tree marks, which in the old, like more like in the 90s, which when I was growing up, I remember when you would go buy a tree, it had two pieces of wood kind of in an X like this on the bottom if you would go buy the real trees which are already picked and cut for you. So that kind of reminds me of that, but it's very cute. Definitely happy to have found this one. And I think that might be it from that person. Yeah, I think it's maybe these 4 pieces. To be honest, I think she even had that little black onyx piece, which I showed you before. But yeah, definitely excited to have found these. They're really nice old pieces, and honestly, I paid like nothing for it when I did the math. I think it was like $5 a piece. And you know, it's always nice to find people who are letting go of a lot of pieces at once, like from the same seller, just because you can offer to purchase as a bundle, and sometimes they'll give you a great price, they'll do free shipping, stuff like that. The next set of purchases are actually also from the same seller. So I actually cheated. I put this one already on a bracelet too, and it's almost like at the end, so it's too hard for me to take it off just because I have to take the whole thing apart. But I reworked my fairy tale bracelet, and since I have these on here, this one was a perfect addition. So as we can see, it's the dark pearl, the like darker metallic gray looking pearl, and the bail, which is the most interesting part, is a super old school piece, maybe 2012 or older. It might be older, just because I don't think this is on my 2012 catalog. The next item from that person, which is not so old, was actually, oops, it's backwards, was this musical note. So I will give details in a few as to why I purchased the musical note, but it's very cute. I honestly never had any interest in it before until I came up with the idea for a specific design, but definitely happy I found it with that person. She also had a super old piece, which is kind of like the oval lights. So we can see it has that same large CZ, but it has like little spots, like empty spots in between. So this one's really fun. Unlike the oval lights, this one I think might be an open work. Oh no, it does have the corn, just kidding. But yeah, this one's very pretty. Also, it's so old, the markings have kind of worn off. Definitely happy to have found this one. It's probably going to be going on a bracelet with some shine pieces and some of like the like honey themed stuff. Then this person also had this. This is one of the original compass beads. So it's got this CZ, and it's like, you know, it's encapsulated, and it's got the 4 points on the side to represent a compass. We could pretend, you know, north, south, east, west. See? And I'll show you the back, just twirling it over. There we go. Super old piece, pretty good condition. It's a very light stone. It might be an aquamarine or a CZ. I'm honestly not too sure, but definitely happy to have found that one. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for this seller, because it was these 3 plus the pearl one, which is right here. Okay, just double checked. This piece was actually also purchased from that last, the super old school ones. So it's this one. It's an amethyst right here. This one, this particular one is very light. Sometimes they do vary. But the interesting part again is the bail. So it's this, it looks like, you know, strings, like 3 strings, and it makes up a braid. So it's braided the full way around, and the design is actually very beautiful because in the whole design it continues into each other. It's very beautifully made. It's got some really nice oxidization to it, and of course the natural stone was definitely you know, something nice and exciting find on this one. Now these next items are actually from the seller, which got rid of the Pandora box, like I said in the beginning. She was totally getting rid of just her whole collection. She had a ton of things, and she was honestly giving really great bundles on things. So what I picked out from her, oops, they're backwards. So what I picked out from her first was this really beautiful St. Patrick's Day theme, you could say, but it's the 4-leaf clover. And this one's so beautifully done. I always really admired this one, but I just never went ahead and purchased it from the actual store. So it is little heart CZs for each petal or each leaf of the clover, and a CZ in the middle. And it's just so beautiful. Really beautifully done. Then I purchased from her these spacers. These are kind of new. I think they were released in 2019. These are the little butterflies. So it's a like purpley color, purpley bluish, and a light faint pink. The spacers. Very cute. I'm going to be working my butterfly bracelets, so see how these work into it. And then I purchased this set of the silicone stopper clips. So these are the very faint pink. I think we can tell that they're pink. Like here they look more pink on camera. But definitely excited for these purchases. They're all very fun, colorful pieces. Now these 2 pieces, I actually purchased them from a Pandora sister, Mary. She posted on her Instagram that she was selling a few items, and they were on Poshmark. And since I do use Poshmark, I went and checked them out, and it was this set of these. They're the Beauty and the Beast, the Belle Rose Charm. So these, I love the red enamel rose. They're Disney, of course, but I have these and the musical note in mind to make a Selena themed bracelet. Selena Quintanilla, the singer, the one that passed away in the 90s. She is one of my favorite singers. She is an idol as a Mexican American like I am. So I decided, you know what? It's time I finally make a Selena themed bracelet. So the musical notes, since she sang, the red roses, since she has a song Como la Flor, like the flower. It's a love song. And yeah, I'll see how these work into the design, but I'm very excited to have found these and as a pair. It's gonna work out perfectly for that. Then some of the last charms in this haul are these two. Oh gosh, what are they called? I think they're the First Kiss. Now these, were they opal? I think they're opal. The October birthstone, I believe. I was so happy I found two of these from this one seller on Mercari. I'm always buying little pieces from her just because it seems like she buys bracelets and takes them apart maybe and sells them by pieces and has a few empty bracelets. But I've purchased from her many times. I definitely trust this seller. And when she had these on there as a pair, I was like, ooh, I have to snatch those up. Just because they're so old, like they're so retired, they're very hard to come across. And she had them for a really fair price. I think they were on sale for $50, but that week Mercari had a coupon, so I actually got the both of them for like $30. Like, great price, definitely great price. Just because some people want even $100 just for one. But yeah, I'll definitely tag her name down below just because I definitely recommend her. And then the other piece I got from her was this really fun Disney piece. It's got really pretty blue enamel, and as we can see, it's part of the map, part of like the world. This piece just happens to be North America, South America, Central America in the little Mickey head. And then the back of it, it says Disney Vacation Club member, and it's slightly worn down. Whoever had this previously definitely loved it, but I'm so excited to have found this charm. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I think you might have seen it in one of like my mini designs video, maybe. I might have showed it to you like a little quick sneak peek, but this was a pre-loved item, so that's why it's here in this haul. Now, this item I was so excited for. I've been wanting this item for years, at least 5 years that I've been pretty steadily hunting it down. And hunting it down, hopefully, at a good price too. So this is the two-tone Lazy Daisy safety chain, and it's stunning. The actual clips on it are pretty chunky. They do open up from here, and I love safety chains that do that just because I can easily move them off of one bracelet to the other. The safety chain, like typical Pandora safety chains, but the best part is all of the daisies, the oxidization, the two-tone. It's just the one center per per larger daisy per side, and I can barely believe that I finally found $40 after tax and shipping. Definitely excited for this one. I had been watching one for a while on Poshmark from actually a company which is they're a jewelry store from like a private jeweler who just stopped carrying Pandora. And they have a lot of beautiful items. They're brand new, but they were still asking $100 for it. And I just was kind of always hoping that they would lower the price or something like that. But so I was finally able to find this on Mercari. So this is where it came from, Mercari. Love it. Then, speaking of that jewelry store which stopped selling Pandora, the bracelet, this actual bracelet, is from there. So it's one of those cord bracelets, the multi-strands. And as we can see, it's black. I was very happy to have found this brand new from them. So we can see, you know, I haven't polished or anything just because it's still, you know, pretty new. I've only styled it so far like this from my Reflections Charms. And well, actually, that is why I purchased it. I purchased this one because it was black, because I thought it would look great with any Pandora Rose reflection pieces. Definitely happy I picked this up. I also picked up the little Wanda's Garden spacers. I'm not going to show that just because I forgot it upstairs actually. But I already have a few of those. You've definitely probably seen them. I just got an extra one just to kind of complete like an odd number that I had. And I also got a Murano, which I also forgot to bring from the jewelry box, but I'll insert a little sticker of it right here. It's the orange, oh gosh, I don't remember the name, but it's like the orange Murano with the tropical white flowers. Definitely love it. So happy I found it brand new. The last pieces I'm going to share with you are these. I honestly have not cleaned them. They are super oxidized and need a cleaning, or not oxidized, you know, just dirty. They're super dirty, but I'll close up. It's these little cherry blossom. These are the studs. So happy I found these just because I have the pendant, I have the Poetics Bloom necklace that has them on there, I believe. I have the other version of these, which were for the composed earrings. I have one of the rings. I think I have the clips. So yeah, this is just kind of another piece that will help complete that collection. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this collective haul. Definitely quite a few pieces, a lot of great finds. And thank you so much for everyone who always watches my videos, who leaves comments, who subscribes. There's still a lot of you which have not subscribed, so I want to let you know that it would really help me out if you do subscribe. I'm hoping to reach 500 subscribers pretty soon. And once I do, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway. So at 500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away I believe it's going to be a two-tone Pandora piece. I'll talk about it as we approach the 500, but definitely be sure to follow me, and hopefully we can reach that goal together, and we'll have a winner on a cute Pandora item. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.